Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana is excellent. Like such a large group of people are into her. What about an athlete that's a superstar in your mind, or a musician? Anyone go to the U2 concert? Apparently, it's like the more people go to the U2 concerts than any other concerts, it gets rave reviews. So kind of common consent, people say they are an excellent band. Still, like 30 years later, they're excellent. Now it's not universal consent, because I have read other people saying they're too old, they can't play, I don't know why people listen to them. Or they'll say, they thank Bill Gates in their show, like, why would you thank Bill Gates? Bill Gates to many is a superstar, and to many others he's the opposite, because he epitomizes capitalism. Others would say he gives 300 million away every year, so he is a superstar. There's not really common consent on a lot of these things, but there is great consent from a large majority that U2 superstars. Miley Cyrus, superstars. Bill Gates, superstars. Roberto Luongo, when he's not injured, a superstar. Because I've listened to a lot of sports radio, and a lot of these guys say he's the best in the league, he's top 3 in the league. I hear it over and over and over again. Not everyone buys it, but a lot of people would agree he's a superstar. Now here's another part of how you get to be a superstar. And this isn't true in every case, but true in most cases. To be a superstar, you have to have exceptional skill. You may not like Miley Cyrus, but she does have exceptional skill. And you may not like Roberto Luongo, but he does have exceptional skill. To be a superstar, 99 times out of 100, you have to have exceptional skill. The other thing you need to have is a determination and a drive. You have to be motivated and you have to be perseverant. All of these superstars, or many more that we could list of, exemplified that when they were young and where they're striving, unless their dad was like, who's Billy Ray Cyrus, but maybe she still had some determination. But most of these superstars that we connect with, we can see in their early years this drive, this determination. So you got to have exceptional skill to be a superstar. You got to have drive and motivation, more drive than many others. Who they're talking to? Willie Mitchell of the Canucks. And someone asked him, what's the greatest hurdle you've ever accomplished in your life? And he said, getting to the NHL. Like millions of people try to get into the NHL. I made it because he had exceptional drive. And his parents were driving him from Port McNeill to Camel River, Port McNeill to Victoria for a game, and then driving him back home after. Like this kind of drive, this perseverance is in every superstar that we could think of 99 times out of 10. And then the third category, which I've mentioned already, is a large enough group of people have to connect with them and be interested in them in order to buy their tickets, listen to their music, go see their movies. There's got to be exceptional skill. There's got to be drive and determination, and then there has to be this luck factor, this mass appeal factor, where they can appeal to such a large number of people that they can kind of consent by just being interested in them. They're a superstar. I start a fan page for them. I'll go to their MySpace page. I'll read about what they're like when they're young. I'll buy their old music. People get it. I'll see the movies he used to do before this famous movie. I'll go see Michael Bay's earlier films. We acknowledge a superstar, exceptional skill and drive, and we mutually consent. Many people will say, that's a superstar for me, I'm going to be interested in them, I'm going to get involved in them. So now we bring God into the question. Because God, by definition, is excellent. He's excellent at all he does. So he's got the excellence thing, highly skilled, down. He's nailed that one. You just have to look in the mirror, look at your eye, look at the sun. I'm not a scientist, but look at the rotation of everything. Look at the beauty of creation. Look at the joy you get out of relationships. God is excellent. In fact, he's most excellent. What about drive and determination? He also nails that one. Because he's been perseverant, and since the beginning of time, since he created our planet, and we immediately resisted him and rebelled against him. He did not become the distant absentee landlord. He persevered with us over and over and over again. That's a sermon for another day. But he exemplifies excellence. He exemplifies drive. Does that make him a superstar? Yes, because he has absolute excellence, he has absolute drive. The only thing that he's missing right now is he does not have all the consent that is deserving to him. Roberto Luongo, as good as he is, Miley Cyrus, Bono, they do not actually deserve mutual consent from everyone on the planet. Even with those three names, there's going to be disagreement whether you like them or you don't like them. We talk about God, there should be hands down, no questions asked. He is the most excellent. He has the most drive and determination, but he does not have mutual consent for everybody, from everybody. Now that, in a kind of silly way, is kind of what it means for God to have glory. He has all the glory, which means he has all the excellence. So when we live to glorify him, we live to kind of proclaim and enjoy his excellence. But that's kind of the purpose for people, is that God created us so that we could enjoy his excellence and live for his excellence and proclaim his excellence. That's what we were designed for. Now, at this point, we need to answer this question, I believe. Is God a megalomaniac? Because look at him. He's saying, okay, you guys, you're not going to be happy until it's all about me. You're not going to enjoy life until it's all about me. And you're not going to be happy until you're telling everyone it's all about me. Is God a megalomaniac? And I got two answers for that I hope are helpful. There's an old little anecdote. There was a man, very proud, thought he was very excellent, riding down the street on a very nice horse, wearing very fancy clothes, and even had a feather in his hat. So he thought, because of those three things, that he was very excellent. He was very self-important. But the truth was, that's ridiculous. Who really is the most excellent in that image of the guy on the horse with a feather in his hat and the nice clothes? The horse, the tailor, and the bird. The bird is actually the excellent one. The tailor is actually the excellent one. And the horse is actually the excellent one. The man just happened to be at the right place at the right time, had enough money to buy those things. He is not important because he had those three things. The bird is important, the tailor is excellent, and the horse is excellent, not the man. So in that regard, it is ridiculous not to say, God, you are the most excellent. I could not breathe this breath without you. I could not take this step without you. I could not look at these things without you. I could not read without you. If you left the picture, you'd be like pulling the plug on everything. It wouldn't even be in existence. You made everything that I enjoy. I made a cake for Hudson's birthday party. And I thought it was a pretty good cake. And part of it is like, okay, who's going to compliment me on this cake? But then I was thinking, you know, what did I do? I followed a recipe. I didn't make the icing sugar. I didn't invent flour. I didn't even put all those things together to like put the recipe in Betty Crocker's book. All I did, like a monkey, I put everything together, stirred it up, put it in the oven. Why should I be complimented? Why should anyone praise my excellence for putting things together in a bowl and put it in the oven? Yeah, it takes a little bit of skill. Little babies can't do that. But it doesn't take a lot. So I have no right saying, I'm excellent. Look, I made this cake. Really, if you really think about it, it's like God deserves the credit for all of those things. Without him, we would not have any of those things. Or we could look at it. So God is not being a megalomaniac, in my opinion. Rather, he's just telling it like it is. He did make everything, and he did make us, and his original intent for us was to enjoy his excellence and to proclaim his excellence, to live out his excellence. Without God, we have no importance. You take God away from the picture, you have absolutely no importance in and of yourself. It is only in your relationship to God, who made you, that you gain importance, and you can enjoy that importance and kind of ramp up that importance as you every day live, experience his excellence, and live out and proclaim his excellence. That's the way God made the world. You can get mad at him for making that way if you want to. Some people have. But regardless, that's just the way things are. So rather than looking at God like a megalomaniac, I would prefer that we look at him the way the Bible teaches us to look at him, which is